2021 Toyota Venza. This is a quick video for those guys who like to fill by pressures or temperatures. You can easily come to a certain temperature with only half the refrigerant charge on certain vehicles in certain situations, so do not use temperature as a method of recharge. And if you try to achieve a certain pressure, you'll be in a world of hurt on some of these new vehicles. Here's the 2001 Venza. High side pressure, 85 psi. This is normal for this vehicle. Now, for you guys who like to try to use superheat or subcooling on vehicles, this is one of those areas where 34, 35 superheat on this vehicle. This is normal. If you were in commercial, you would say, oh, it's low on charge. Subcooling, 35 subcooling. You go, oh my God, it's overcharged. Well, throw all the shit you learned in school out the book. The rule of thumb, if you use the rule of thumb, you're going to get your thumb cut off. On certain vehicles, you cannot use your superheat and subcooling as a method of figuring out charge. For those asshole, piss off, marketing salesmen, pieces of shit who sell garbage, crap, low life, cheap condensers with very few, they cheat you on cooling fins per inch, and they cheat you out on your cooling passage tubes, and they try to sell you a cheaper condenser because it is cheaper, and then tell you that, oh, you're responsible for trying to figure out the charge method by reducing it a little bit because they're selling you a piece of crap in the first place, and you're supposed to make up for their piece of crap by using superheat. You can't. You just can't. On some of these vehicles, it's completely ran off of software. The old method of grabbing with your hand and figuring out what pressures, temperatures on some of these vehicles, you just don't do it. And don't let some low-life manufacturer who is importing cheap condensers tell you that you have to try to figure out the charge. They don't give you anything in black and white writing telling you exactly for that vehicle, for that condenser, what the charge should be reduced by. You just don't do it. You either get a good piece of equipment and put it in OEM, or the aftermarket has to be responsible for exactly matching the heat exchanger to what came off the car, goes back on the car. Don't get undersold by putting on pieces of shit. So yeah, that's all I gotta say today. For the guys who like to jerk off with their little can and splooge it in there with a hose and blow their wad of refrigerant in there and try to go by a pressure or temperature, no, it doesn't work nowadays. And if the owners can't figure this out and they're just telling you guys, get cold out of that ash and we charge the customer, we have to shut those shops down and get rid of those owners. Maggots like those need to be eliminated from our industry. That's all. Another rant for today. Guys, have a great day, and be wary of salesmen and marketing bullshit by importers of condensers.